Dear students, I am your social teacher, MVM School, Yelahanka, Newton. Children, today's lesson, the Mughals and the Marathas. Part 2, Social Science, 9th Standard. Lesson Overview. Rule of Mughals in India, Babur, Humayun, Sher Shah, Sher Shah's administration system, most important king Akbar, Akbar's religion policy, Deen Ilahi, Akbar's administrative system, revenue system, Shah Jahan, and last king Aurangzeb. The contribution of Mughals, administration, revenue system, society, economic system, art and architecture, literature, etc. Children, so rule of Mughals in India. Overall, North India can rule it. Only Mughals only can rule it in 1526 to 1707. So nearly 2 centuries can rule it overall North India. So when the administration of Delhi Sultan was weak, Babur established the Mughal rule in 1526 century. So that is already know that is Babur only can face it, Panipat war 1526. Rule of Mughals in India 1526. He is a Babur 1526 to only can rule it starting. So he was established of Mughal dynasty. Babur was established a Mughal rule in India was originally from Turkestan. His father Umar Sheikh Mirza was the king of a small kingdom called Paragana in Afghanistan. Due to the death of his father, Babur had to ascend the throne at the very tender age of 11 years. As a small young boy only can take the position, and he had to lose his kingship due to the conspiracy of his relatives and enemies. Many relatives also can oppose to can take the post. That's why can started the relatives and enemies also can extend it. He had to lead a life of a nomad. All this situation, so very critical condition, Babur can take the position and motivated him to invade India. So that time only can come to India, and Babur invaded India for 5 times, not only one time. So already last lesson we know that Ghazni Muhammad 17 time invaded our India. So as it is, Babur also invaded 5 times. He defeated the Delhi Sultan Ibrahim Lodi. So this is most important war also in Ibrahim Delhi Sultan Ibrahim Lodi in the Battle of Panipat in 1526 century and established the Mughal dynasty in India. So Delhi Sultan Ibrahim Lodi was the last king. So can participate in the Panipat war in 1526. Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. Finally, Babur won the war and can establish the Mughal dynasty in India. The battle is known as the first battle of Panipat. Delhi was his capital. Babur can started a ruler and can establish it a Delhi is a capital. Over the period of 4 years, he defeated Rana Sangram Simha of Mewar and Rajput king Mediniriyar and Chanderi and Ibrahim Lodi's brother. So in Delhi Sultans, many brothers is there. So Muhammad Lodi, Babur conquered wars of Panipat, Gagra and Kandwa. They established a Mughal rule over a large area in North India. Overall, so can establish the Mughal dynasty, and he was only one army can face many problems also, relatives also not cooperate, only enemies can oppose it. So that's a very critical condition can establish the Mughal dynasty. So only 3 year only can rule it. So next Humayun the second king of Mughal dynasty, and he was the eldest son of Babur. He had to face many tough problems. Father also can face it many very critical condition. As it is, Humayun also can face tough problems when he was came to power in 1520 30 century, such as a problems of unstable and dispersed kingdom. So he was lazy king also, and trouble from the Afghans, enmity of Bahadur Shah of Gujarat, and the hostility of his own brothers. So Ken started the internal wars also, and he conquered Kalinjar fort and Daura, Jaunpur, Chaunar fort, and Mandasar, and Humayun, who was defeated by Sher Shah, sought shelter in Sindh provinces and come back to power after the death of Sher Shah. So next Sher Shah, so that is another one dynasty king can started occupied the Mughal dynasty, so can started the rule also. After the death of Sher Shah, so again Mughal dynasty can started. So Sher Shah, his original name is Farid, and he was the founder of Sur dynasty. So that is middle only can occupied Mughal dynasty. So Sher Shah only. Sher Shah, so come from the main dynasty, Sur dynasty. His childhood was not happy. Sher Shah's childhood, and deprived of parents' love. He wandered about for some years when he was working under the Bahara Khan Lohani. So again working under the Bahar Khan Lohani, and the king of South Bihar. So he killed a tiger in only single handed, and thus earned the name Sher Khan. Sher Khan, he when was killed the tiger only single handed, so he can got the title and earned the name Sher Khan. When Babur took over the administration of India, Sher Shah worked under him and played a significant role. Sher Shah defeated Humayun and conquered Punjab, Sindh, Multan, Gwalior, Malwa, many places, and empire had extended in the center North India except Assam in eastern side, and as it is western side Gujarat and northern side Kashmir also can occupy. So I can extend the rule overall northern side can occupy and can started the ruling. Sher Shah's administration and administrative system. Sher Shah give importance towards strengthening the administrative structure. He was the ultimate head of administration and ran administration with the help of the council of ministers. So nowadays chief minister, prime minister as it is, so king and there are subordinate, so provinces officers, so can appointed many officers also, and both the civil and military powers were in the hand of the king, and the entire kingdom divided into sarkar regions, so provinces same as it is paraganas, cavalry, infantry, and elephant divisions were there in the army. Every army also, every kings also can divide as it is. Sher Shah also can dividing very neatly. Among this, cavalry was powerful in order to bring discipline among the soldiers, and he started attendance for the soldiers. You can imagine, so that is a punctuality, discipline can maintain soldiers, and stamping dog for horse. Army was divided into small units called Fauz, with the head of Fauzudar, who is the head officer, leader. So you can call it Fauzudar. Sher Shah took personal interest in organizing to the organizing to the so only he was only can concentrate and supervising the army, and he got all the cultivable land measured to fixed land taxes. Based on it he divided into three types of based on fertility. So only land, someone land, average land is there, only irrigated facility, only can depend on rain. So average and lower and higher land can fix it the taxation. The farmers had to pay 1 by 3% of their 1 by 3% of their harvested crop as a land tax. Sher Shah was known for his impartial justice. So very clever justice cannot can underestimated or misuse the justice. So can very impartial justice can given to the people. Hence he had to earn the title Sultan of the Fair Justice. The Sultan was the highest judge in the kingdom and he decided all the final appeals. He conducted his court every Wednesday evening. So every Wednesday can clear the any criminal or civil anyone matter, so can solve the problems. Shesha brought a new silver coin known as Dham. This is only the circulation. The coin weighted 180 licorice seeds. Licorice seeds. All the other Mughal kings continued this practice, and either side of the highway shade giving trees. So the roads and all the roadside only traveling purpose only were planted, and 1700 saris and the shelters of relaxation travelers shelters. So chowtries, viharas, so can constructed. So before there is no transportation is not there, that's why only all the people can travel only walking only, that's why can planted a trees also and can construct the shelters relaxation of the travelers. So that is viharas, chowtries can construct. So next can come to another one most important king, so that is Akbar. Sher Shah rule was ended, already know that I told. So after the Sher Shah, next can take the position, Mughals only can take the position. So that is most important king in the history, so that is Akbar. He is Akbar, so can rule it started, and many North Indian provinces can occupy, and very bravely can follow the someone administration system also, revenue system also, religious system also can follow. Akbar is most famous Mughal king. Akbar was born in Amarkot in Sindh. Humayun was his father. When Akbar assumed power, he was only 14 years old. Already you know that Humayun time many problem can created, and other many Afghans, many enmity can started and can occupy the Mughal dynasty also. That's why only Sher Shah can occupy. So next Akbar only very bravely was only 14 years old, so can occupied and assumed the power also. After the death of Humayun, Hemu, the military general of Bengal king of Muhammad Shah Abdal, opposed and conquered Delhi and Agra. This led to the terrific battle of Panipat in 1556. Already when was first Panipat war held? 1526 only. Who is participated in the first Panipat war? Babar and what's the another name? Babar and Mughal, the Delhi Sultan King Ibrahim Lodi. So 1526 only established the Mughal dynasty. So this is another second Panipat in 1526 between Hemu and the Mughals. This is known as second battle of Panipat. Akbar emerged victorious in this battle. His prime minister and royal representative Bairam Khan came to Akbar's assistance during the war. So that's why he was won the war, and he was very cleverly participate in the war also with the help of mighty army. And Akbar conquered Malwa, Jaipur, Gondawan, Chittor, Ranthambore, Kalinjar, Gujarat and Bengal. Overall northern, eastern and western all the parts of the places can occupy. The next another one, the battle of Haldighat is the most significant battle in the history of medieval India. After the death of the Chittor king Rana Uday Singh and his son Rana Pratap Singh came to power, Akbar sent his powerful army under the leadership of generals Man Singh and Asif Khan to fight against Rana Pratap. At the same time, in the battle at Haldighat, the Mughal army was victorious. That time also won the war, Haldighat war also. So very cleverly participated. So finally was won the war, and remaining states of Kashmir, Sindh, Orissa, Baluchistan, Kandahar, Ahmednagar, many places come to under the Akbar rule. Thus he laid the firm foundation for Mughals and emerged as powerful kingdom in medieval India. So overall can occupy the Mughals kingdom. So in next Akbar's religious policy. So already you see the map, children, India a textbook also. So many places can occupy, and so can administration started. So Akbar's religious policy. Akbar could break the chains of orthodox due to his close interaction with his mother, teachers, and Sufi saints also. And he had allowed his Rajput wives to perform puja in his palace. So he can give the importance of all the religious, not only Islamic. So can give all the Rajputs also, Sufi, many. And he had ordered against harassing the women and exploitation of women and children of enemy state. He had also ordered not to arrest Hindus who did not take part in war to turn them into slaves. So can come to slaves, can become as slaves. He also ordered against the conversion of such Hindus into Islam. Someone nowadays already know that many people can convert to other religion, as it is someone Hindus also converted to Islamic religion. He abolished jizya, head tax on Hindus. So before Hindus only can give the taxes to Islamic, so it was abolished the taxes. He translated the Hindu religious books into the Persian language. So we can understand. So Akbar can give the importance to Hindu religions also, Islamic religions also, all the can give importance. He showed respect towards the qualified Hindus by appointing them to high position. And Raja Todramal was a famous minister of finance, and Bhagavan Das, Man Singh, Todramal, and Rai Singh were governors. There were 8 Hindus among the 12 provincial finance ministers. So in the administration purpose can appointed 12 members, 8 only Hindu people can appointed. Akbar directed that the festivals of Rakhi, Deepavali, and Shivaratri should be celebrated in his court. So can all the festivals can celebrated in his court. So next another one, Deen Ilahi. So this is one of the religion. He Akbar established a new religion system, that is Deen Ilahi in 1582. The best aspects of all the religions were present in this new religion. This religion was the result of discussion held at were Hindus, Jains. Many people can started the really discussion. All the Hindu most important people can participated. So Hindus, Jains, and Zoroastrian Christians participated. Next, he sought the integrated all the people of this kingdom through this new religion. Abul Fazl was the chief architect of this religion, and it is believed in one God, culture, and good behavior. So can give the all the people can follow these rituals. So next another one, Akbar's administrative system. For the Akbar administrative conveniences, Akbar had divided his kingdom into central government, provincial government, and paraganas. Now we can think, children. So central government, state government, Jilla Panchayat, Grama Panchayat. So that is the administration convenience only can started. As it is same, Akbar also can started central, provincial, and paraganas. Akbar was the emperor of the vast kingdom, the commandant of his army, head of the executive, and head of the judiciary system also. There were 4 ministers called Wakila, Divan, Mir and main Sardar to assist him in the administration. So Diwan, Wakil and Mir Bhakshi and main Sardar can assist to king. All the information can collect and can give the information also. He had divided the kingdom into various provinces. They were called subhas. There were altogether 15 subhas, total 15 subhas. So now our state, especially Karnataka state, can divide into 30 district, as it is can divide into 15 subhas. Each subha had a Shipa Salar, governor. So every subhas can appointed one governor, a diwan, a bakshi, a sardar, a priest, a constable, and a wakiya navies. Every district had a faujudar, and Amal, Gujra, and Battikchi. The administration of the Paraganas was carried out by Shikhadhar, Amir, Pothadhar, and Kanungo. Akbar had established many hierarchies in his army. This called Mansab, and his supervisor was also called Mansabdhar. So this is also one of the administrative system can appointed. Supervisor was called Mansabdhar. There were infantry, cavalry, elephant units, cannon units in the Mughal army. Many divided into many divisions. There was separate department to stamp the horse known as dog mahali. So this is a Mughal horse. So can identify it easily. That's why can stamp the horse. So next another one system, revenue system. This was one of the important achievements of Akbar's administration. He brought Japti system into practice. Japti, so anyone farmers cannot pay the taxes, that time only can occupy the land. So that is Japti system. It is called as the system of Todharamal. Bamboo measuring sticks with iron hook were used to measure the land. So only bamboo sticks so can measuring. So 1 hectare, 2 hectare. So that is measurement a land. The land was classified as a polja, paroti, chachar and banjar. Classified. So banjar bhumi. So that is a banjar land. So can divide into quality of land with the exception of banjar barren land. Based on the fertility of the soil, all the other land was classified as excellent, average and medium. So there is a land classified excellent, medium and average land. Each farmer was given a patta. The police system for Kotwal, so can protector. Before now land are maintained. Before that is a protector, only police system. During the Akbar time was well organized and capable. There were police station in the Paraganas. Akbar encouraged art and architecture to so can construct important monuments, Fatehpur Sikri, Khwaja, Bhag and Daftara Khan, Jodha Bhai, palaces, Daulat Khan, Panch Mahal, Birbal House, Kubuthar Khan, many. So can give the importance to art and architecture. Akbar, his elder son, Jahangir come to power. Jahangir come to power. He provided a good administration and continued all the policies of Akbar as it is can continue. What are the administration system Akbar followed as it is same, Jahangir also can continue the same system. He had a personal as well as matrimonial relationships. So in all the provinces or other kingdoms can maintain only matrimonial relationship with Rajaputs. He liberalized few restrictions against the rulers of Mewar. Jahangir personally led to an attack of Mewar rulers in 1613 and defeated him, and after next Akbar's son Shah Jahan came to power. So Shah Jahan, he was a son of Akbar, so he can start the ruling. Shah Jahan also most important king in Mughal kingdom, and during this reasons Shah Jahan, the Mughal invasion of the South India continued as it is, and noble Kahajan Lodi of Afghanistan so next occupied rebelled against him and got defeated, and he also defeated Portuguese in 1632 century and annexed Hooghly from them. He took Ahmednagar under his control. His relationship got spoiled with Sikhs and Bandelas. He faced defeat by Ajbeks while trying conquer Bulk region. All the places can occupied from Middle Asia. Shah Jahan followed the method of valuating a land based as it is, so fertile land can give the taxes, fixed taxes, and Taj Mahal, Red Fort at Delhi, and other important buildings for his contribution, and encouraged Taj Mahal. So you know that there is a famous and wonder of the world also, and he encouraged the art and architecture during this reason, and is called a golden period. Shah Jahan time is also called golden period. In the end there was a internal rivalries among his sons to succeed him. Aurangzeb finally became his successor. So Shah Jahan's son Aurangzeb, so he was the last king of Mughal dynasty, so he can occupied and can started the ruling also. Shah Jahan, so he was the Aurangzeb, so Aurangzeb can started a Mughal rule. Aurangzeb imprisoned his father and ascended the throne with the title Almaghir. He temporarily quelled the rebellious of Ahoms in the east and Yusufites of the northwest. He can occupy all the places, east, west, north, all the surrounding places can occupy. His decision to imprison and dishonor Shivaji resulted in future attacks of Mughals. Already Maratha kingdom's next topic only. So what are the tricks can use it Shivaji and Aurangzeb time only can started, and he had faced many revolts, Rajput of Mewad, Rathod, Sikhs, Jat, Bandels, and many kings can northern side and western eastern side also can started waged war against Adil Shahi of Bijapur, Nizam Shahi of Golkand, annexed them to his kingdom. So finally Aurangzeb extremity with the powerful Rajputs led to the downfall of Mughals. Aurangzeb attempted to implement the philosophy he advocated in Quran strictly. Many popular Hindu temples were spoiled during his reign, and he had prohibited sati system, musical performance, processions, gambling, consumption of liquor, and ganja plant extracts in his kingdom. He lived a simple life, and he was called a Zinda Fakir, which means a living fakir. So can life lead a very simple way. So can only very good administration. So can anyone people can oppose it. So can imprisonment compulsory. So that is the way of Aurangzeb ruler. So totally the contribution of the Mughals administration. Mughals who ruled India for more than 200 years have given important contributions to different areas, not only one or different overall northern India can rule it. The Mughals rule was hereditary, already know that, so one by one can give the posts. The power was centralized in the rule, and he was the absolute rulers. They considered themselves as emperors and called themselves and Badshah. Basha was absolute head of the administration, military and judiciary. So every kings only can maintain the judiciary system and maintain military system also, and he had ministers to assist him. He had absolute power to appoint or to remove ministers, appointing mansabdars, providing land grants and formations of laws were the major functions of the king. The Persian was the official language that time, a Mughals time. The kingdom was divided into Pratanas, Sarkar, and Paraganas. Wakil, Diwan, Mir Bhakshi, and Mukhya Sardar. So, can appointing category wise can appointed the officer were the important ministers of the central government. They were assisted by the office like Rajapal, Bakshi, Wakiya, Navis, and Kotwal, Fauzudar, Amal Gujra, and Batikji. So that is the officer's name only can appointing. Nowadays, you know that Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, many ministers, every department also can appointed one minister. As it is same before the Mughals time can started the administration. So next, revenue system. Majority of the people were farmers. So main occupation agriculture. So that's why can pay the taxes only farmers. Land tax was fixed on the fertility of the quality of the land. So excellent land, medium land, lower land. So I can fix it the taxes. The agriculture land were measured in order to fix the tax amount 1/3 of the product. So can produce the crops so that is can given to taxes 1/3%, either in the form of money or crops. The total Mughals in revenue system were used even today also as it is same. So nowadays also we can pay the land taxes, so home taxes, every taxes. So that time Mughals only can follow the system. So that is now also can continue the system. So next, society. In the Mughal society, kings, minister, officers, employees had better status. The people were also wearing jewelry made of pearls, gold also, and metals especially. Excluding Aurangzeb, other rulers indulged in music, dance, consumptions of liquor, gambling, and other means of entertainment. Only Aurangzeb only can opposite dance, music, consumption, liquor, anyone. So, farmers' life was in misery, very difficult due to the heavy land taxes, inefficient policies of the rulers, and interference of middleman. So, that time, so only middleman only can collect the taxes and pay the treasury only. That's why, so farmer situation very miserable, very difficult situation. And non-agricultural working classes, sati system, child marriage, and bride price were in the practice. So that is the society can given the importance and what are the problems is there in Mughal society. Economic system, since the North India had many rivers, cultivable land already, so agriculture the main occupation was land only, cultivable land only naturally. The good system of irrigation aided the growth of agriculture. There were many government factories, so before also can construct the factories. Out of them, textile industries were concentrated in Banaras, Patna, Dhak, many Sonar, Lahore, Fatehpur Sikri, Agra, Akbar supported the shawl and carpet weaving works. During the reigns of Mughals, apart from internal trade, especially only the internal trade only can started, trade relationship with other countries of Asia and Europe also. Already our country famous European many European countries can came to India can started the trading also, and many raw silk, metals, horse, perfume, gold, silver were imported. Cotton, cloth, paper, upfeam, and woolen clothes were exported. Before all the spices, especially pepper, cardamom, many. So many product also can exported. Next, literature. During the Mughal period, many books were written in Persian language only, Arabic language, Turkish, Hindi, Sanskrit languages, many languages, especially in court Persian language only can started. So next, Babar and Jahangir were scholars and they wrote their autobiography, Babarnama and Tajuk-e-Jahangir. Abul Fazl was in Akbar Court, so he was staying in Akbar Court, Abul Fazl, and wrote Ain-e-Akbari and Akbarnama in Persian. Badauni translated Ramayana, Faizi in mathematical works, Leelavati and Raja Todarmal the Bhagavat Purana into the Persian language. Great works were written like Ramacharita Manasa by Tulsi Das, Sursagar by Surdas, Surdas by Surdas only can written. So can give the literature, education purpose only. Next, art and architecture. So Akbar and Shah Jahan contributed more art and architecture during the Mughal period. So many building can construct their Fatehpur Sikri, Agra, Delhi during Akbar period also. So can style of Indo-Persian architecture and next famous palaces like Akbari Mahal, Jahangir Mahal, Pancha Mahal, Jodha Bhai Mahal and Birbal Mahal, Ibdat Khan Mahal and Jami Masidi, Buland Darwaza of Fatehpur Sikri are important contribution of Mughals. Only Akbar and Jahangir time only. Shah Jahan time also many can give the buildings. During this reason, Shah Jahan, Red Fort, Moti Masidi, Diwani Asam, Diwani Khas, Ranga Mahal, Kasa Mahal, Taj Mahal and others buildings were built. The throne of Mayura, so 7 years of work, 1 crore expenses. Can you imagine? So that the spacious Jamia Masidi were his contribution. Apart from this contribution, Shah Jahan are available in the places like Lahore, Kabul, Kandahar, Kashmir, Azmi and Allahabad. So there is a most famous Agra. Taj Mahal also can construct. So next, painting. During the period of Humayun, the Mughal art of painting evolved with the help of Mir Sayyid Dhali and Abdas Samad of Persia. Various painted canvases were created. Of the 17 artists in the court of Akbar, 13 artists were Hindus. Famous among them were Daswant, Basavan, Lal, Jagannath and Mukunda. So there is a famous artist. In Jahangir court, Ustad Mansoor and Abdul Hassan were present. But Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb were not interested much in paintings. Like his Mughals contributed to different fields during their reign. So Mughals ruler, so there is a most important ruler. Mughal dynasty was established in overall North India, all the east west in the northern side. So especially before Pakistan also can join it. So that's why overall can occupy and can started the ruling nearly 200 years. So can contribution also now also we see the Agra many Red Fort also can see towards the contribution nowadays also administration and revenue system also can followed. So many art and architecture and paintings all the contributions very well. So this is Mughal dynasty children. So next the Marathas dropped this lesson children. So next can give the activity in only